Hello, this is Scott from Relevance AI. Today I'm going to show you a quick tool that we've built. It's called a Generate Open Email tool. And what this does is it uses Relevance AI and uses the LLMs and LLM prompts to generate an amazing open email when you want to sell some products to an individual. So what this tool is it basically requires some information to get started, and then once it's got that, it will give us some sort of output. But let's go through the process. So here, I'm going to fill in some details here. I'm going to choose our friend Gary V. So his company is VaynerX. His summary, we can have a summary here of who he is and what VaynerX is. I'm going to send it to his, and this is his name, Gary Vaynerchuk. His background, and here's some more information on Gary and his background, which is cool. And we're going to be our company, so we're going to change this default response to Relevance AI, which is us. And I'm going to add a quick description about Relevance AI, what we do, and kind of what we sell. So there we go. And then we can choose the LLM model if we want. Cool. So I've filled in all the information. Let's run it and see what happens. Awesome. So here we go. This is the generated email. So hi, Gary. As a fellow serial entrepreneur, admirer of your work at VaynerX, I have a game-changing AI solution that could revolutionize your sales process. It's cool. Kind of describes relevance. Says what we can do, AI-powered sales enablement, AI-driven market research, and then AI agents for social media management. These are all things that Relevance AI could do. That's awesome. And then it kind of asks for if you want to book in a chat. That's cool. Let's have a look and let's see how it works. So this is a template, and with any of our templates, all you do is you can take those templates and you clone them, and this will add them to your Relevance AI account. And if you don't have one, then you can sign up. It's completely free. You get like 3,000 credits currently on the free plan, which is loads. So you can play around with this kind of stuff and see if you can get something that works for you. So this is super important. The whole point of Relevance AI is you customize. You customize things that work for you based on what you're trying to achieve, your business, and your processes. So this is the tool. So there's kind of three sections to tools. There's the knowledge, there's the user, and that's basically if you want to add any form of knowledge for the LLM to be able to understand. So example of knowledge might be give it an entire website and it can use that to kind of find answers. You could give it a whole list of FAQs about you and your business, and that can then use them as kind of knowledge to help craft things like content. You can do all sorts. You can add numerical data, you can add millions. So the next piece is user inputs. This is the part I just filled out. So you can see these are in here, and these are essentially the kind of variables that the tool will use based on whatever the user inputs. And then here we go into the kind of interesting stuff where we see the prompts. So you can see this, look for the company's website content and the company's summary. It takes the background of us as the product, and then it kind of helps understands it and creates three unique ideas of how we could help them. Next, it will write an outreach email, and it has some guidelines in here. So for example, it needs to be very personal, keep the opening line short, and then don't be cringe, and then obviously return only the opening line, not the subject. So it's cool. So then it generates an opening line, which is great. And then it crafts the rest of the email. So that's it done its opener. And then it will do the rest of the emails. And any of these can be customized. You could change this. You could change them to be cringe. You could say, let's be cringe. Be as cringe as possible. And then the LLM will output something super cringe, which may or may not be good. Could be really effective. Who knows? Cool. So that's how it works, and you can kind of easily kind of update it with your own guidelines and prompts. So what we can see now though is this is potentially a bit manual. So we have to add a lot of stuff, find a lot of information. Potentially there's a way we can automate this a bit better. So we have this, one of these tools here is that we can actually collect LinkedIn information automatically. So let's put that in here. And my idea, I think, is to remove this person's background as a manual field and instead add it as something that will fetch directly from LinkedIn. So let's put LinkedIn profile in here, and let's put this variable as LinkedIn URL, and we'll change this to URL. Brilliant. Okay. That's cool. And now that I've added this one in here, and this will give me the answer of LinkedIn, which is great. And I'll choose the user profile because that's what I want to receive. Cool. So now we've got this, and you can see now I've got invalid parameters. And the reason why that is because I've removed the user input that I was using. So I'm going to change this to LinkedIn. This is the LinkedIn data. This is the data we'll get back. I change this one to LinkedIn data. Fantastic. And let's now run this step. So I'm going to update this information again. Okay, so now I've added all this information back in, similar to what I had before in my test. But instead of having the profile, I've instead got this LinkedIn profile URL field. So let's run it. Let's see what happens. Cool. As we can see, they're ready to run. As you can see, it's running. Fantastic. And you can see here, I've got the LinkedIn information, and it's now then taken that information, it's applied the prompts. And here we go. So we've got something pretty similar because obviously I actually used his LinkedIn profile for the description before, but instead of it being a manual step, it's now an automated step. Now you can imagine this, you can add lots of things. So you can add lots of steps, you can make it more automated, you can change the guidelines to whatever works for you. And you can imagine how you can do something really, really, really cool. I hope this was useful. I will share the template link wherever I share this video, but you can also just find it by signing up to Relevance AI and looking for generate open an email template. Fantastic. Thank you.